Particular one, let's now go straight to the one that keeps making me so happy, because when we talk about the octagon, I'm always very, very happy. And right now we've got the president of, and equally the international rep of Nigeria Mixed Martial Arts Federation, Ambassador Harry George, joining us right now. So happy that we have broken more ground. Welcome to Sports Cafe.
Thank you for having me. It's fantastic to be here.
All right, we've been watching so closely, and finally we've seen the sports ministry recognize and award that you are now a federation in Nigeria. How does it feel?
Well, like I said, it's fantastic to be here, and it's really amazing that we have this recognition now, because this is a great one for us. It's long waited for, and over 7 years we've been developing the sport, the amateur system, to get this recognition, and the Honorable Minister kept to his promise by, giving us this recognition. So we're so happy.
All right, I'm very, very happy. We are equally happy here because we were watching mixed martial arts grow, especially in Nigeria, and we know the dominance when you look at our own artists out there doing us extremely proud. Out from that one, now that we have seen it as a federation in Nigeria, what next?
Yes, the first, we had to be recognized by the international governing body, which is the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. After our recognition, we were given a mandate to train and establish the art in Nigeria, which we did by establishing, sports associations in the federation associations in states, sports councils, and also training of our officials, because we have an international syllabus which is used like every other martial art, like the karate. We have the belts. So we've been training our officials, training our coaches, training our athletes, to have these important steps first. So we've been doing this. So now that we have the federation, we are sure that our fighters will be graded very well.
All right, talking about our fighters being graded, you've rolled out the plans on how to continue to develop the sport in Nigeria after recognition. But let's now talk about these same fighters. They are the main primary objective of having this federation. What are you planning for these fighters in terms of certification, at the same time to the database?
This is very important, and that is our major focus now, because mixed martial arts is the youngest combat sport so far in the world, and it's the fastest growing sport. So you see a lot of fighters, even coaches, making transition from different combat sports like wrestling, karate, taekwondo, boxing, and all that, coming to mixed martial arts. So, but the fighters need to understand the basics of mixed martial arts. If you look at our fighters, here we're talking about the homegrown fighters, here in Nigeria. You discover that our fighters are very good in striking, so because they've not really, most of them are making transition from this other sports. So now we are working on them understanding the sports by going to the basics, which is both grappling, takedowns, and also striking. So this is the area we are focusing, and doing this we have to go back to our grassroots. We have to train our coaches, which we'll be doing before now. The coaches have to train the athletes with the international syllabus. So we are having that response from the athletes, because many of them want to really do mixed martial arts.
All right, welcome back, and straight again to the octagon, where I've still got Ambassador Harry George joining us. Still with us in the studio. Don't forget, he's a board member of Africa Body, talking about the MMA confederations. Now, we're talking about grassroots program in Nigeria, how to develop it from the grassroots. What are your plans? Then, somebody told me that there will be an international event. What level are we on preparation?
Okay, yeah. Whatever we're doing, we're looking at the calendar of the world governing body, the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. So the focus now is on our youth development. Around the world, the youth, when we talk about the youth, not just youth, talking about from the under 12, we'll have 3 categories, under 12 to 13, 13 to 14, then 15 to 17. We have a world championship for that. So we are looking at having the next generation grounded in mixed martial arts. Like I said earlier, we'll have people making transition from different sports to MMA. But these guys are going to grow. You can imagine when a child grows from 12 years and getting to 20s and eventually going to the Olympics. So you can imagine the standard of the sport. So we have been given that mandate also to develop the sport from that level, from the youth, and also the grassroots too. We're going to states to make sure that like I said, the syllabus is very, very important. If you go through the syllabus, you can see that you'll be a very good grounded MMA fighter, not just going to strike, because there are the area, apart from people looking at the recreational part of the sport, the entertainment aspect, there are people looking at it from the technical aspect. So the technical delivering of this sport matters a lot. And the sport is also fighting going to the Olympics. So we are looking at Nigeria also picking medals once we go to the Olympics. So it's not just about our fighters, the ones international, talking about Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman. We're looking at our homegrown fighters too, having that that place, performing very well when it comes to international match.
All right, and before I ask the last one, let me quickly tell you that the FA Cup fourth round continues tonight. Where we'll Derby County will be up against West Ham United. Then Spanish La Liga, there will be some good action. Where we'll see Rayo Vallecano will be paying a visit to our own Samuel Chukwueze's Villarreal. Then in the Italian Serie A, we will see Hellas Verona. They will be visitors to Udinese. Now, the last, there is one man I've been monitoring so seriously. He's always been troubling my head. Actually, keeps dragging me to the MMA, talking about your vice sponsor to talking about Wani Mario. That man, how much work would you say he's been able to put to see this federation get to this point?
Wow, Mario is such an amazing person, and you see, we have very few of his kind. He's somebody that loves the sport, he's passionate about it, and not just being passionate, he's also committed to seeing that our country, Nigeria, as to say, is placed in that world map. So he has contributed a lot and also helped in working to the recognition of the sport. So Mario is a nice person and he's really committed. We are blessed to have him.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us on Sports Cafe today. He is board member, Africa body of the Mixed Martial Arts Confederation. Equally, talking about our own here, he is the international rep, president of the Nigeria Mixed Martial Arts Federation. Henry George, he joined us today. He's giving us more, and we're asking for more. We want to see NMMAF move to the next level.
We will, definitely.
All right, join me 10:30 as usual. STV and Silverbird News 24 on Tuesday for another exciting edition.